Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. In continuation of our interpretation and explaining of the Holy Book of Quran, the narrative of God, what God has communicated to man as a guidance, as an information, as the truth of this life and this universe. Now we have reached to this verse number 30. Allah is saying, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً قَالُوا أَتَجْعَلُ فِيهَا مَن يُفْسِدُ فِيهَا وَيَسْفِكُ الدِّمَاءَ وَنَحْنُ نُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِكَ وَنُقَدِّسُ لَكَ قَالَ إِنِّي أَعْلَمُ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. This verse relates to its prior one, the verses before that, as it is reasoning for that call which had been made by Allah to all humankind to obey Him, to be His servant. And He was giving the reason. First He said that He has created you, and then now He is again giving some more reason, and the thing that can make a man to understand and believe and accept that call of God, that he should obey Him only. Allah said in previous verses that you were nothing, we made you alive, gave you life. Then we will take this life and take you to ourselves. He has created for you all that is in earth, and He has related what is in the earth and land to the heavens. And He is competent for doing anything He wants. This is what it was said before. And now in verse number 30, Allah is saying that, O man, we have exalted you and brought you up and made you somebody that can represent us. And we'll read and see what Allah is saying, and then explain the words which are in these ayat. Allah is saying that Vaiskala, when it is said, is it can mean that whether you should recall the one who is addressed, he should recall or remember or be in attention to, or something like that. It can mean that when it is said is. So Allah is saying to man that remember and recall that once we had created you, we had said to all the being, and of course here the word is Malaeka, it means angels, and we will translate it, the actual meaning of Malaika. So Allah is saying that we said to all the creature which were Malaika, of course, Malaika means the one who is given a duty to do something, whatever he is. If somebody is given a duty and he is a messenger of somebody, he is a Malak. Malak, it is from Alaka. Alaka, Yaliko Malak, the one who is given a duty. So everything who is given a duty, he is a Malak. And in this meaning, so many things, though they are alive or not, they are living creature or the other one, they can be called Malak. So Malak is a very wide and vast, has a wide and vast meaning. And this regard, we should take it, and this is what it is meant here. O scholar of Buka, when your Lord said to Malaika, all those who are on any duty from Allah, what he said to them? He said to them that inni, indeed, assuredly, inni ja'ilun fil arze khalifa, that I am putting on earth, making to exist on earth, a khalifa. Here, there are so many different meaning that have been put forward for khalifa. What does it mean? Khalifa, it is from khalafa. It means that something that comes after another thing. When something is removed from a place, another thing is put on that place, it is a khalifa. So from this aspect, every body from those interpreters, they have given a meaning. One of those is that Allah is keeping and putting a viceroy, somebody who can represent him on earth, somebody that have authority. He is authorized by God to reign maybe earth, or to explain to people, or to represent his merits on earth. Some people say, some interpreter, of course, they said that the meaning is that this man will be coming generation by generation, one after another, and this is the meaning of Khalifa. So it doesn't matter this one or the other one. Maybe some time comes in the near future that we will know the clear meaning of that. When we reach to some higher level of information and knowledge of universe, maybe. But here, Khalifa means somebody who is representing Allah, or who is viceroy, or who is coming one after other as a generation after generation. And another one is interpreting that this Khalifa means that is coming after that of creatures before that, and those were dinosaurs, and those of big creatures that were before that, and because man is coming after them on the earth, so it means that he is a Khalifa for them. So there are different things and theories they have given, but one thing is clear, that this Khalifa means human being, whatever the situation or the theory can be. told here, but what is clear that it is meant that this Khalifa is a man, humankind, of course. When Allah said to all those Malak and those on duty that I am putting a Khalifa, somebody as a viceroy or whatever, on earth as a man, they said that Kalu, they said in response. Of course, I had said before that Kala Yakulu in Arabic, it have a wider meaning than just saying or uttering or stating by tongue. Even if somebody thinks of something, we can say Kala. Or when somebody has in mind, then we can say, or even some other meanings that some say that every verbs can be substituted by this word, and so we are not mentioning. We are not going long to those part, and we continue. Kalu, they said, and now for this discussion, I brought it here because somebody may ask that how is that the Malaeka or angels are not 1, 2, or 10 that they said something. So the response is that Kala Yakulo, it can express the situation of the sayer and the one who is read, though he has not said by his tongue, but when his body language even say and show something, we can say that he is saying that, he is uttering that. They said, in whatever the language, they said to Allah, Atajalu fiha, O Allah, you are keeping somebody on earth, man, that yufsidu fiha, who is making corruption on earth. One is corruption, means he will not do the things right. He will devastate. He will make corruption. He will destroy the things. And also another thing is that vayasfikud dima, and he will shed the blood. And somebody, he is a blood-shedding creature. And we are the one who proclaim your praises and exalt you and keep saying thy holy, that you are holy. So why you should bring someone else who is like this? And now question comes here that how these Malaika knew that this new creature will be someone like this, that he will destroy. He is a destroyer. He is something like vandaler, and he is a devastator, and he is corrupt, and all those things. Negative view they had, and there are different theories that why they were believing such a thing for man. One is that before that, the creature and those who were existing on the earth, they were doing things like that, like dinosaurs and like other big creature. They were there and they were doing the same job here on this land and earth. So they said that if you are keeping another one, he will do the same. And this is something that is part of living on earth. And of course it is like that this earth is a place where anyone comes who will do the same, because it is a limited place, and when a man or any other thing, they have unlimited wants. They want to claim and take everything for themselves, and things are limited. So this will happen eventually, that they will fight with each other, they will kill each other, and they will shed blood, and all those destruction and devastation will happen. So Kalu atajalu fiya man yufsidu fiya, the one who is making corruption here and shedding blood, and we exalt you and we proclaim your praise and praise you and do our holy practices to you. Allah only here said to them in very short answer to this saying that Kala, God said, Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun, I know what you don't know. This was his response at the first place, but he explained it and practically showed them that Allah is knowing and he has a proof for that. Inshallah, we will talk about this, how Allah showed them practically, in the next session, in the next verse. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May God bless you all.